Let's check out JSAUX's latest dock. So in front of me, I've got the JSAUX, and yes, that's how they told me to say it, JSAUX, right? I don't know whose socks they are and why they're J's, but they are. And this is their latest dock, which they sent me over to test with the ASUS ROG Ally X over here, because this has got some interesting specs, which the Ally X can, you know, take advantage of. So let's just get it out of the box, shall we? There we go. You got two things in some little plastic bags. This is the main one. Ka-ching! That's like the main dock itself. And then this one is like just literally a holder. That is it. So it comes in two separate parts. You've got this piece just here, which quite literally is just a chunk of plastic, right? So this could have been any shape they wanted. And I don't really know why they went for this little slim design, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, this is quite literally a dock so that you can just pop your ROG Ally on there, or your Steam Deck, or anything else that you like. You can just plop it on there and away you go. But of course, this right here is the main event. So we got this. Now, when I first opened this, I was like, what the is that? You know, like, what is that? Like, it's so weird. We got like some weird little slidey thing with some, like, I don't know, is it a musical instrument? I've no idea. And I was very confused because I was like, well, it's recessed, right? So if you put that in here, it's not even going to touch the back of it, because I thought, well, maybe it's like rubber or something, which it's not. It's just plastic. But that's not it. It is for customization, which I suppose is kind of cool, right? So what you do is you cut out a photo of your own face or whatever you like and stick it on there. And then you get this and slide it down, and then your face can be smiling at you when your dock is not in use, right? So you go like that, and there you are, smiling back at yourself, which is, you know, something. Like, it's a bit of a random addition. I personally would have probably preferred having like some rubber spacer there. And the same with this. I mean, there is a very small bit of rubber on the front just there, but not on the rest of it, which I suppose is not too bad, I suppose. But, you know, there is rubber on the back, or bottom, I should say, so that it's like anti-slip. But this just slides in, and it's a little bit like loose. Do you know what I mean? I know once it's in, you're not really going to use it, right? Like, it's just there, but yeah, okay. I would have preferred it to like latch in and then have like a little release button on the back so that it like slides out, but that's just me. The whole point of this coming apart is so that you can actually use this for different things, right? Because this can just be used as a dock straight into your laptop. So that's plugged into your laptop. Your face is looking at you through this, right? And then you can use the ports on the back. But obviously most of us are probably just going to buy it for the Ally X. I've just sold my laptop to buy the Ally X. So I'm not going to be doing that, am I? But it is a cool addition that this is a multi-use thing. And you can see here, this is one of the main features, is the extra long USB cable. And that is to accommodate the change in port direction on the Ally X, right? So the Ally X just here has ports way over on the side rather than the original Ally that had like a port about here. This means you can go all the way over to this USB 4 port just there, and it reaches it absolutely no problem. So that is a winning design feature right there. It is, you know, easy, accessible to that port. It's not a problem whatsoever. Very, very cool. I was a little bit like, what is this? You know, because there's a little USB like thing here as well, because that's not actually listed as like a feature, but it actually has like a full USB-C port inside it. And as far as I'm aware, it's literally to hold this. So you click that in like that, and then you can walk around like this with your dock. But you can't do it with the base because that would just fall off because it doesn't like stay in there, right? But anyway, so I think that's for like storage, you know, so you clip it down and then you go, okay, I want to use it now. And then you pull that out and then you plug it into your device, right? But anyway, on the back, this is why you're all here, right? Is the UI, like what are the in and outs, the UI, the IO, Andy, that's what I'm going for. The IO, not the UI, you know what I'm saying? So let's go over this. So on the top, just here, we have a USB-C port, which is a USB-C 3.2 Gen 1, 5 gigabits, right? Then we've got the same underneath for these two. So these are now USB-A's, but they're still 3.2 Gen 1s. We've got a gigabit Ethernet port, so 1,000 megabytes per second, right? Then we've got HDMI, which is capable of 4K at 120 hertz, right? So that must be a 2.1 HDMI 2.1. So you're going to need the right HDMI to like utilize that. Not that you're going to be doing 4K gaming at 120 hertz on this, but you know, there you go. And then the thing I really liked is it's got power delivery USB-C. So this is the input, right? So you input your power here, and it's up to 100 watts power delivery. So that's a really specced out little dock there. So now I want to talk to you about that base thing. Since this is completely separate, right? I'm not too sure why they went with this. I mean, I get it. It looks sleek. Imagine this like sat on your desk, right? Or something. It looks very sleek. It's not all wide like most of them are. So I get it. Like it looks cool, especially let's just pretend this is in here like that, right? It looks kind of cool, but there lies my issue with it. There's not enough stability in my opinion. So you pop this down, you get this and you pop it on and it's okay. But I just feel like, you know, if there was a bit of movement or something, it's not too bad. I might be like over-egging this as an issue because there's not much wrong with it other than this. But this is the only thing I can see as a downside. Everything's got to have a negative, right? So just, you know, run with me here. For me, whilst it looks very cool and very sleek, and this has grown on me over time, I must admit. When I first got it out, I was like, that is wonky, right? But now I've been using it for a little while. You know, it's not so bad, but I just feel like if it was a bit wider, or maybe if it had some like more rubber grip so it sat in there not as loose, because it's got like a big amount of wiggle in there. Look, that's a lot of wiggle. I know it's meant to accommodate like all things Steam Deck, Lenovo Legion Go. I can never say that. And everything else that you want to put in it. But I just feel like there should be a bit more grip in there. It just feels a bit unbalanced to me. But the good thing is because this thing just here, the actual main dock with your face smiling at you, is literally just removable, right? You could easily just 3D print something bigger. You could probably scan this if you're into this stuff. I'm not saying everyone can, but if you're into 3D printing and 3D scanning stuff, you could scan this and then make something that's a bit bigger or wider or whatever, right? And then that will then slot into your newly customized docking station, right? Which I think is pretty cool. And if someone did bother to do that, they could maybe, for the nice people, you know, let everyone have that 3D print file for free and maybe link it down in the comments so I can do one. But anyway, that's my only real negative, is that in use, this thing is brilliant. Obviously, the one thing everyone's been probably saying or typing in the comments, oh, you know, Andy, the one thing I care about is, does it supply enough power and utilize turbo mode in 30 watts? Because there are some docks that do not, which then only let you put out 25 watts instead of 30. I can happily confirm that JSAUX's dock just here does supply the 30 watt mode. So the Ally X goes, yep, I'm plugged in, I'm all good. 30 watts, maximum power, here you go. I've been having a great time with this. You know, I've been playing some Halo on the TV. I've been playing some Ghosts of Satsuma. You know, like I've been having a great time. And this dock has been really good, to be honest. This is my favorite dock so far that I've got of all the old ones for like my Steam Deck that I've tested in the past, right? This is brilliant. 100 watt power supply input, right? Power delivery. I've got an Anchor power cable thing, 100 watt, and it goes in fine, you know, so all good. Obviously, if you're leaving your Ally X docked in this all the time, you probably want to leave your Ally X on 80% like battery care mode in the My ASUS app. Check out our tips and tricks video for that one and our setup guides and all good stuff like that for other tips and tricks, and more coming soon. So it comes in at $45.99. So that's $45, $46. What's that in the UK? I've no idea. I'm not good at conversions. Probably like 30 something, late 30s, £40. Probably £40, not too sure. Honestly, that's a pretty good price, I think. You're getting 100 watt power delivery input. You're getting a 2.1 4K 120 hertz thing here, in case you are using this with a really powerful laptop or something. Gigabit Ethernet port, 3 additional USBs. You're getting a really long cable here to go into your Ally. You can turn it into a handbag with your face on it, and you can make some custom docks if you want it. So yeah, I think that's good. I would totally run out and buy one of these if you're in the market for a dock. My only issue, like I said, is that I feel it's a little bit wobbly, and yeah, I mean, it's not too much of a problem as long as you haven't got kids or a dog with a big tail like I've got that's going to come and knock it off, right? But again, you could probably add your own rubber grips in here, which is probably what I'm going to do myself. So there you have it. What do you think of the 6-in-1 multifunctional docking station, whatever they call it, by J JSAUX. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed this video, like this video, subscribe, become a member, and you can talk to me and AJ in our private Discord. And talking of AJ, go check out our podcast channel over here and check out another video from me down here. Thanks for watching. Bye.